Oh, hey, how you doing? Didn't quite see you there. I'm just fixing my Patreon wall. I don't like how the stickers are curling. I thought they would stick better to the concrete. I'm redoing that. Today we're going to be talking about what's been in the news about refreshing the Tesla. It ain't happening. I think it's a little bit of wishful thinking, but let's go talk about it. So there's the new Patreon wall. I'm just kidding, that's just temporary until I fix that. What's up everybody? I'm Brian from I1Tesla, and we need to talk about the big news that happened yesterday and kind of what's been happening on some of the tech websites, the Tesla tech websites like Electrek, Teslarati, and Inside EVs. Kim from Like Tesla posted a video about what the new Model S and Model X is going to look like, supposedly. Great video. I like Kim's videos, but I think she's wrong to a point. There is going to be another one coming eventually, but I think the timeline is off, and the person she got the information from, she didn't give, obviously I wouldn't give the person's information either, but they said that they've been they've been working for Tesla for right around 10 years or a decade, she said. And for that person to have that much knowledge of what's going to be coming down the line, and for being there for 10 years, they're pretty high up. They would know better than to talk to some YouTuber or any news organization or anything like that, because their job is definitely on the line. And when you have someone that's been in there that long and knows that little, that secretive information, that pool of people is very small, which means it's not very difficult for a genius like Elon to figure out who's talking. Now, there's been other videos about this. Sean from Inside EVs, he actually posted a video about this, but took it down smartly. Took it down because he suspected that it was Franz. That would be the dumbest thing. Franz would never do that. Franz designs these cars secretively for Elon and a small group of people. Whoever they're talking to obviously doesn't care for Tesla. There was a very wild claim that this person said that the car will have 3 motors. Why would they do that? I took this video and questioned everything, and which you really should do for anything, whether it's political reasons, whether it's anything. You need to question why. Yes, the Roadster is going to have 3 motors, 2 giant ones and 1 in the front. They don't need to bring that to the S and the X. Or that's going to create more issues as far as room, add cost to the vehicle, add weight to the vehicle, unnecessarily. They just changed out the front motor to a permanent magnet motor. All they have to do is tweak the rear motor, and they go from 370 miles on the Model S to 400 miles on the Model S. That's where they're getting to 400 miles. Adding an additional motor is pointless. Leave the performance to the Roadster, tweak the performance of the Model S. And yes, there is going to be a refresh. There is going to be a refresh of the X and the X eventually. But right now, it is not time for that. There's no competition. Sean said in his video that there's so much competition out there now that they need to be doing this now. Bull. Where's the competition? Show me the competition. There is absolutely zero competition to the Model S and the Model X. There's nothing out there. There's barely any competition to the Model 3. Show me where the competition is on the S. Don't say Porsche because they're not out there. Don't say e-tron because they're not out there. Don't say Mercedes because they're not building but a handful of them. There's nothing out there that can compete with the Model S or the Model X. So why change it? I understand, do a little bit of cosmetic things. They just changed the front motor. They have tweaked the battery chemistry over time, so the batteries have gotten better over time. They just did the suspension system, did the motor. They're not going to do that stuff and then do an overhaul of the entire car. Makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. It doesn't make sense when it's not the high volume vehicle. They already know what the high volume vehicle is and what it is going to be. The Model 3 and the Model Y. I think they're focusing on the Y. That is why I think the factory tours are shut down. They're focusing on the Y. They're tooling up for the Y. They're spending, that's where all the money is being spent. This is why they are not going to be profitable, because they're spending way too much money, which they have to. They're spending money tooling up for the Y because everyone's going to buy the Y. A lot of people want an SUV. For some reason, SUV in the United States. For taller guys like me, with kids, more storage, more room, easier to get the kids in. So the Model 3 and the Model Y are going to outsell almost everything. And there's been talk about this for a while, that they're ramping up production. I think they're ramping up production, not for the S, but for the Y, by the end of the year. I have some people that I know in Tesla too, that are thinking that it's going to happen by the end of the year. Just like the 3, there was a handful of Model 3s that rolled out and then really ramped up production. I think this is going to happen. By the end of the year, you're going to see some Model Ys on the road, and then more and more each month. So then I looked through the comments of Kim's video, and I looked through the comments of Teslarati's article. People are thinking that the weight savings is from the Maxwell batteries. They just closed the deal last month. There's no way they can have this battery technology that quickly. Yes, they are working on better battery technology and a dry battery or a solid state battery where there's no liquid, and that's what they're working with Maxwell. That's why they bought Maxwell last month. When they buy something last month, doesn't mean the batteries are going to be put in September. They're working on something. Hopefully they come out for the Roadster. If not, hopefully they come out for the pickup truck. If not, hopefully they come out eventually. Hopefully they come out sooner than later. 2019, come on. This is way too fast, people. Electric posted an article quite a while ago about the interior refresh of the Model S. I mean, this has been known that they were going to do an interior refresh and then an exterior refresh later on, like a year and a half. And I think Elon even mentioned something like this. For them to just jump onto this when there's really no reason for it, there's, again, no competition, and that's what drives innovation, is competition. So yes, again, there is going to be a refresh, but not in September or this year. There may be a change in the interior. I was listening to Elon Daily, a podcast, a Talking Tesla podcast. Mel Herbert does actually quick daily shows, and then they still do a long podcast, but he was talking that there's been speculation that they're going to put the Model 3 seats in the Model S. Why would they do that? The S is supposed to be premium. The S is supposed to be a premium car over this 3. This is why you need to think, people. You need to really think about what you read, and not everything's true on the internet. I've made some spoof videos too. There's no way that this car is going to be coming out Q3 of 2019. Maybe Q3 of 2020. Again, no reason for it. Does it look great? Those are renderings. Those renderings have been around for a very long time. The interior, not such a fan of. The outside, possibly. I think everyone needs to sit back and really not just say, oh, awesome, this is true. This was said on the internet. This must be true. We're having a refresh. Everyone stop buying the cars. Because that's what's happening, is all this is doing is causing more FUD, and it's really keeping people from buying cars now. Tesla just announced that they are on a record pace right now for the second quarter of 2019. And all this does is slow that down. They just had a meeting trying to focus and sell every single car by the end of this month. And what this does, this puts a hold on things, because people are thinking, wow, there's going to be a new Model S coming. Why would I buy a new Model S? There's going to be a new Model X. Brian, why would you buy a Model X now? And what this does for the used car market, it puts uncertainty. Why would I buy a used Model S when there's a new Model S coming down the road? Well, guess what? There's always something new coming down the road. When? We have no idea. And I have no idea. I might be wrong. I doubt it. I'm not making this video just because I'm trying to sell my car, and now Ben is too. I saw his video today, and Ben's selling his car. So if you'd like my car with autopilot, a little newer, or Ben's car, you have two great options from some YouTubers. I mean, I might be a little bigger YouTuber than he is. No, wait, no, taller YouTuber, not bigger. Check out his video if you're out in California and you're looking for a 2014, I think it is. Nice looking car. This is not to put anybody down or say, you know, Tesla's moving too slow or anything like that. Tesla is an amazing company. They move super fast. I mean, for what they've done in this short period of time is absolutely amazing. We got to look at what they're going to make money on. Are they going to really make money on Model S and Model X? They're really focusing on why, because that's where the money is. That's where they're going to make money. And you really have to follow the money. You have to focus on where their return's going to be. And right now, a Model S refresh is pointless. When you have no competition, there's no rush to get the next one out. So like I said, I am selling my car, my Model S. I'd like to get a Model X. I like what's out there now, the Raven Model X. I think that's going to be around for quite a while. So if you're interested in a used Model S, click the link right over here. I'll have a link to Ben's video as well. Mine's more of a for sale video. His is a whole detailing and how he got it ready. This is a good video. These are just my thoughts. I don't have much proof to go on, like everyone else on the internet. So as always, stay awesome, stay positive, and email me if you want to buy my car. Subscribers get deals. You know you want it. I'll catch you on the next one. Oh, did you hear hear that? Oh, man, did you hear that?